Right, hello guys, bit of a pickups video today, quite a lot to get through, quite some cool stuff, so I'm just going to crack straight on with it. Okay, first of all, a couple of Saturn games. I don't actually have a Saturn set up where I'm currently living. My Saturn stuff's back in my parents' attic, so I'm going to have to try and squeeze that into my setup at some point. But these were fairly decent deals, didn't want to pass them up, and just really good games. So the first one, I'm just looking at my price list that I've got written down here, is Shining Wisdom. That was £23.50 with £1.50 postage, so £25. That's fairly decent for this. You know, RPGs on the old systems tend to go up and up in value anyway. The box on this isn't too great. It's got a little bit of that warping that you get sometimes on the Saturn cases, where it seems to have some kind of ridge underneath the cardboard. Yeah. Anyway. So, glad to have that. Next one was after watching a review of it by David Hasselhoff, channel with the 3 in his name, not the actual David Hasselhoff, that would be weird. And he did a review of Shinobi X on the Saturn, and it looks awesome. And the thing that these two have in common is that they actually do use the Saturn to its strength, which is 2D. It's absolutely a powerhouse at 2D, and this, you know, it's a shame that the system got caught up in the time that it did in history, when everybody was clamouring for 3D because it was the new thing. But yeah, so this one, Shinobi X, supposed to be, looks awesome from the review that David Hasselhoff did. And how much was that? I've got my little list here again. 2 pages of the stuff. Small pages. Shinobi X, this was £36 or $35.95. So £36. It's in pretty decent nick, and I've certainly seen a lot of buy it nows for way over that. This is one of the first games that I've actually started to check the finished listings. Now this is something that I didn't even knew existed on eBay, and I've been using it for a very long time, and I have been stiffed several times on video games where I probably should have paid. I've paid more than I probably should have done. I actually used completed listings on this one and saw that it was a decent price for it, even though it sounds a lot. It's fairly hard to get hold of. The only thing is it's got a sticker on, but I'm going to use another tip from Ninja Bear Hug, which he gave me the tip about the completed listings. Another tip from Ninja Bear Hug, which is how to get stickers off. So I'm leaving that until I get a hold of some real goo gone. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt this without any proper stuff that I need. So, a couple of Saturn games there, really happy with, even though I haven't got a Saturn in my setup right now. One machine that I do have in my setup that I haven't played yet since I bought it is the Mega CD, and the first one I got for that is Soul Star. It's in really nice condition. And this was a game that I saw Steve Benway do a video about. So thanks for the tip on the review, if you want to call it that, on that. Yeah, I think it was Steve Benway video, and it's like it uses mode 7 on it, and it seems like a pretty cool looking game. And that one I got for £10 exactly, so £10 for that. And again, looking on the completed listings, that's a pretty decent price for that. I'm not someone who waits and waits and waits and waits and waits to try and get that extra few quid off, that ultra bargain, you know. As long as I'm not getting completely ripped off, I'm fine with it. You know, I don't really want to wait around too long. What's the point? You know, none of us are getting any younger. I'm trying to build my collection up. But having said that, I am going to be using the complete listing things as a bit of a guide from now on. Second Mega CD game that I picked up this week was Eye of the Beholder. Dungeons and Dragons game in excellent condition. And this one was £22.50, and again that's a fairly decent price. The guy wanted 30 for it, or £29.99, so I managed to get this for about £7.50 less than what he wanted, and that was, when I brought it down to £22.50, that was easily the cheapest example of this on eBay, and it's in great condition. And a little tip as well, people probably already do this, just box and complete. These are all box and complete unless stated otherwise. Little tip, and I'm sure everyone already does this, I've only just started doing it. If you're ordering Mega CD games, or N64 games, or Saturn games, especially those 3, or Super Nintendo I guess, message the seller after you've won the auction, and just leave them a nice little message saying, you know, I'm just curious about how you're going to package this, because, you know, I've had I've been unlucky in the past and the posties kind of rough things up and I don't want them to get damaged, so I'm just want to make sure that you're going to package it well, kind of thing. And having done that, on all of the things, the Saturn games and Meg CD games, they all arrived excellently packaged. A couple of them certainly put more into the packaging than they would have done otherwise. So that's something to a bit of a tip there. Right. So I also got this extension cord for the Mega Drive controller. Now, essential bit of kit, especially these days. We've all got massive tellies. We're all sitting much further away from the telly than we used to. And my current setup, I've been having to pull the Mega Drive from Mega CD out, perch it on a little footstool that I've got, and it sits kind of halfway between where I sit and the TV, so that's not good, it just looks a bit messy. So I thought, yeah, this is an essential piece of kit. These are really difficult to come across. You don't see these on eBay every day, and that's reflected in the price. I got it for $7.50 for this little wire, with $2.50 postage and packing. $2.50 postage and packing for that? Taking the mickey out, yeah? Anyway, so 10 quid all in, but it's worth it for the convenience it'll provide and the scarcity of them. I'm on an RPG tip, going for the full English Mega Drive and Mega CD RPG collection, and of course Eye of the Beholder goes towards that, as does Super Highlight. How do you pronounce that? Super Highlight. Yep. Again, boxing complete, even had a bit of a foam there to keep it all nice, and this is in really nice condition. So that looks cool, and that was $4.95 all in, so pretty decent price on that one. Another one, oh yeah, this needs no introduction, on the Mega Drive for my RPG collection, and it's got the doobly-doo, Phantasy Star 4. Brilliant. So I only need Phantasy Star 2, and I've got all of the ones you can get on Mega Drive. So that is awesome. Boxing complete. The sticker is curling a little on that, but again, that's something that I'm going to try and fix with tips that I've got of guys in the community. It seems the consensus is just a general a common or garden glue stick is the best thing to use. So that was £40 altogether. So, and that's, I've never seen this go for less than £40 altogether. Just haven't seen it. I passed up on one a while back, and then I kept seeing, you know, I mean the Byte Now is obviously ridiculous, but they often are, aren't they? So you pay no attention to those. But even on auctions, or the lowest Byte Nows I've ever seen, I've never seen it below 40. So I thought, you know, next time it comes up at 40, I'll get it. So I did. So that's great. Next one was a bit of a bargain, although it doesn't have the manual, and that is Bubba and Sticks. Now this doesn't come up too often on eBay, and when it does, it fetches a few quid. So I thought I'd make a concession to get it without the manual, and because this was £2. So yeah, it's a fairly rare title in terms of how often you see it on the auction sites. Anyway, a little bit of damage on the spine there, but I've got loads of spare boxes, so that's not a problem. I can swap that out. So yeah, not too bad for £2. Another of the RPGs that I've got towards my collection is Fatal Labyrinth. Boxing complete. And what was that? Fatal Labyrinth was $3.95. $3.95 with £2 postage. So that's about full price for that. Seen it go for more, seen it go for less. Now then, a couple more, or a few more to go through. Spot Goes to Hollywood. Another one that's fairly rare and coming up on eBay. Boxing complete. This one's in really good nick. Spot Goes to Hollywood. That was $1.99. With $1.99 postage, so £4. So I'm pretty happy with that one. You don't see it all that often. Right, this one I really could do with some help from you guys. I'm a bit confused as to this one. I've got Star Control, okay. Now, it was advertised as the PAL version. It says Genesis on it. I definitely do not want Genesis. It's in fairly good nick, only one little scuff at the top there. Might be a sticker, I could get that off. So it's in pretty good nick, considering it's a cardboard box, you know. It's got the instructions, this other inlay thing that you get with it, inlay in the cartridge. But it's Genesis. Now, what I need help with is there a PAL version of Star Control on the Mega Drive? Collectors, I'm sure there's a few guys that watch me will know. I've read somewhere, I think, that they just released the Genesis version here, but can that really be the case? I mean, aren't the cartridges different sizes? Would it fit into our... I mean, I think the cartridge actually would fit into our Mega Drives. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I really have no idea. I think they would. I think that would. I think it's an Acclaim cartridge, isn't it? Accolade. What I'm talking about here. Yeah, I think the cartridge would fit in because it's smaller than that Ridge thing. See? So I'm sure I've read that they just released the Genesis version here, and it was exactly the same. And so you had this cardboard box and everything, you know, along what goes with it, and it said Genesis on it. So basically, is there a PAL version of Star Control after all that rambling? If there is, this has been advertised wrong, and I don't want it. I want the PAL version, so I'll be returning that unless this was the actual version we got released here. Okay. Next one is Captain America. It's got some cool artwork on the front there. There's boxing complete. And that was, Captain America was £3.71. Is that right? £3.71 apparently. Yeah. Okay, with £2.50 postage. So just about £6. So there you go. And the last one that I think I'm going to have to return. And it's a shame because this is a really rare one. This doesn't come up at all, very often, at all. And that is Normie's Beach Babe Arama. I mean, collectors will know that's a fairly rare one. It doesn't fetch that much, but it doesn't come up very often. This one's a bit sun damaged. I wasn't too bothered about that. It didn't have a manual. I wasn't too bothered about that. But it is the Genesis version. You can see there. Basically, they've got the American cartridge in a PAL box. So I'm not too happy about that. I'll be returning that. So yeah, that's me pickups. There's a few more things to come, but I've really got to stop. That's it. I've got to stop this year. I got to sell a bunch of stuff. I got duplicates. Yeah. So one more pickups video this year, and then that's it. Maybe.